All right, welcome into Market Day Report. I am still Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. That's at Scott the Cow Guy Twitter. You can see everything I do there at Scott the Cow Guy Twitter or at the Cow Guy. We got 2 Twitter accounts going, so hey, why not spread the love? All right, let's take a look and see if we're spreading any love with these markets. Just take a look at corn. We'll put that behind my fat head and I'll get out of the way for a minute. Well, let's take a look at these markets as they're lower again today, but not as bad as they have been. Look at the low, it's 577.5. We're at 590 in the July contract, so we're well off the lows now by about, 12 to 13 cents. We're 4 1/4 cents lower in July. Right now, the glass is 589 3/4. We're also lower by 6.5 cents to 518.5 when it comes to the new crop Ds, but still not coming from any strength or situation of strength right now. So real trading week. We're on our heels, folks. That's just the bottom line. July is down 4.5 cents when we talk about soybeans. 12.92 is last. It's 22 cents off the lows, or 21 1/4 cents off the lows. And we're off about an 8 1/4 cent loss in the Novi new crop. That's down 11 to 11.45. That's the price. 11.45 down 8 1/4 cents. We're about 14.5 cents off the low. So we bounced on all of these, but we're still. I mean, isn't that bad? I have to say, hey, it's great. We're only down 8 cents. we bounced 15 cents higher. We were significantly lower during the radio show here this morning. So I guess we'll take it as a small win that we're not as bad as we were. I hate doing it that way. It's just a less of a negative is not really that great of a deal. Chicago wheat's down between 2 3/4 cents and 4 1/4 cents across the board. We'll start in the July. That's down 2 3/4 cents to 588 1/4. Maybe we get some strength here. Dees is off 4 1/4 cents to 621.5, and that's about 13 cents off those lows too. So everything's come back a little bit. And what that tells me is this, folks: the selling that we saw this morning, the double-digit losses, really was margin selling, and it all hit the market at once and really sent us lower. And it's now trying to stop. It's like a prize fighter getting hit in the face in the first round, and he's trying to find his feet, and we're in round 5, and things are looking a little bit better. Hard red wheat in Kansas City, this is July. It's up 3, 786 3/4 is last. We'll take a higher market, right? We are still about 8 3/4 cents off the highs, though. Going out the deferreds, Dees is off 1 1/4 cents, down by 1 1/4 cents to 777 1/4. All right, let's take a look at spring wheat in Minneapolis. What's that look like? That's lower, but not as low, right? So we'll say 5 1/4 cents lower in the July in Minneapolis. That's spring wheat. 787 3/4 is last. And look at that. It's about 12 cents off the lows there. And then we've got a Dees market that's down 1 1/4 cents to 799 1/4. We want to take a quick peek at cotton and see what that's got going for us here. Down 61 points up front. That's July. 83.38 last there. 43 points lower in the Dees to 79.78. We lost that 80 handle. I said that a lot yesterday, boy. All right, let's bring in our next guest analyst, Ryan Kelbrants. You got 60 seconds, Ryan. Why don't you give us your best shot?
Under pressure, but as you mentioned, we're bouncing off the lows here. Corn, bean, wheat markets, strong U.S. planting. We've got large crops in Brazil. Both corn and bean production are expected at or near record levels. And then you got some economic concerns. Those PMI numbers out of China, falling again versus last month. They were at 48.8. That's a contradiction. Anything below 50. Weather-wise here, there's still some concerns. The latest 6 to 10 days showing some dryness in Minnesota, the eastern part of Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and with some warmer temperatures. We're seeing a little bit in South America, a little bit of the rain ease some stress on the corn filling there in Brazil. And Argentina is going to see some limited showers in some of the wheat areas that have been dry for seeding. But overall, weaker across the board. Planting progress, we're, 92% of the corn crops planted. The average is only 84. Emergence is ahead of average as well. And the condition is lower than last year at 69% good to excellent versus 73. But the bean planting as well as emergence are both ahead of average as well. So weakness across the board today. Quiet.
You're going to have good weather. You can get that old CHS yacht out. You can have some fun on that this weekend, right? Looks like things are going well for you guys. That's get the big one out. Get out the 58-footer. Don't get that small 28-footer out. All right?
Thanks, Scott.
All right. We're going to go away, try to gather myself. We'll come back and give you some more news after this.